Okay, so this is from the homework 2 nights ago, and this was number 12 on the inference review. So it says that the El Burrito food chain is concerned that customers will be dissatisfied if the burrito is less than 1.2, but if it's more than that, then the profits will suffer. So a random sample of 42 burritos had a mean of 1.4, standard deviation of 0.5. Based on the test of hypotheses, these should both be means. Sometimes when I change the font, it changes the symbols as well, because these all were in Comic Sans font. So I've been working really hard to try and get rid of the Comic Sans, but sometimes whenever I highlight and change the font, it does not change the symbols very well. So still a work in progress. But it says, which of these statements represents a logical conclusion? So in this case, it is, I ran the test, and so I have my calculator pulled up here, and so I typed in, I did a t-test, greater than 1.2, mean of 1.5, standard deviation of 0.5, and you end up getting your p-value is greater than alpha. So we don't have enough evidence to suggest that they're too large, even though when we took the average it was too large. It just wasn't large enough. So customers will be dissatisfied with smaller burritos. Well, that's not true because our average was 1.4. So they're not going to be dissatisfied. The profits may suffer. Well, we don't have enough evidence for that, so we would need more evidence. Even though this mean is 1.4, that doesn't mean if you took another sample it would be greater than 1.2 either. So we need more evidence for that statement to be true. The average weight isn't statistically different from the expected burrito weight. Gonna come back to that. And the average weight is 99% higher than expected. Okay, that's not true. Looking at C, the average weight isn't statistically different from the expected. So in this case, so as I'm looking further into it, I can see both sides. If you did choose answer choice C, I do see how that is, it is a good answer. The only thing that I can kind of see wrong with it is that it's saying that the average weight isn't statistically different from the expected. So we don't know exactly, we only know what the average is for that sample of 42. We don't know what the actual average is. So the average that they give us is just from a random sample of 42. It's not from the entire population. So I can see where answer choice C is, it seems correct, and honestly, it is pretty close. It's just like technicalities there. The only thing is it's not the complete average weight. It's just, if you said the average of the sample would be not significantly different from the expected, then that would be okay. So the answer choice is E, just because it's not the actual average, but the average of the sample. So I hope this helped.